Frank Lampard walked into the Chelsea job with a transfer ban, Eden Hazard sold and an intention to integrate promising academy prospects into the first team. 12 months on with over £200 million spent so far, are Chelsea now considered title challengers? When Lampard took over at Chelsea, it was one of those moments you never forget. A legend of our football club, arguably the best ever, Lampard had played a pivotal role in our success for over a decade. Many people call the appointment into question, claiming that he could damage his reputation with the Chelsea fan base. Lampard acknowledged this and insisted that it was a part of his life which is now over and it was time to create something new as a manager. Loved by the Chelsea hierarchy and Chelsea fans worldwide, it was clear that Lampard was at the beginning of a new era at the club. Ever since Roman Abramovich took over and blazed a trail for other owners to follow, the levels of expectation had dramatically increased. A title challenge as a minimum in addition to a trophy seems to have been the benchmark, with little wriggle room for each manager entrusted since. As Lampard settled into his office at Cobham, there was talk amongst the Chelsea fans as to what the expectation would be this time around. The consensus was that a push to challenge for the top six and a good cup run is where we should be. It was a dramatic change for the first time in 15 years based on the factors that Lampard had to deal with when he first came in. Fast forward to the end of the season and he achieved above and beyond what we thought: a top four finish, sealing Champions League qualification, the FA Cup final, and outstanding team performances along the way, coupled with some standout individual performances. Putting everything into context, it was remarkable. Now, as we prepare for the new season, Lampard and the Chelsea board have made their intentions clear. Lampard identified the areas we needed to strengthen, gave his transfer targets to the club, and Chelsea have backed their manager with excellent acquisitions, and there could be even more to follow. Thiago Silva, an outstanding centre back with a wealth of experience, and Ben Chilwell, England's #1 left back, have been signed to improve our leaky defence. In midfield, the exciting and hugely impressive Kai Havertz has come in to supplement our attack with goals and assists. In the final third, Hakim Ziyech has been signed to produce magic with that left foot of his, and, finally, to the highly rated Timo Werner in attack, who guarantees goals. Despite the investment, we must be realistic and focus on the project Lampard has started here. This is the first time that Lampard has had to mold the squad into the form he wants to work with, and it is still going to take a couple of transfer windows yet until we have a team to challenge for the Premier League title. However, Chelsea have significantly improved their squad this time around, and as a result the levels of expectation among the supporters has naturally increased. There is excitement as to what we could potentially achieve this season, and you would have to believe that the same could be said by Abramovich and the Chelsea board. There must be an improvement on last season, which Lampard would demand from himself and his players anyway. At least third place, second if possible, and a good cup run in addition to the gap to Liverpool being dramatically reduced. Anything less, and, although he is Frank Lampard, there will be questions to answer from upstairs in the corridors of Stamford Bridge and among the Chelsea supporters. Trust in Lampard's project and enjoy the ride once again, Chelsea fans. I can assure you it will never be boring. Let us see where this season takes us.